Good Erev Shabbos and good Chodesh. I hope you and your family are well. Signs of love. Now, the idea I'm about to share with you is based on the teachings of the Slonim of MIDBAR, the Nesivos Shalom. It might take me an extra minute or so to explain it. It's a foundational idea, so please hang on in there and listen right through. So tomorrow in Shul, we can be beginning the new book of MIDBAR, which is also called the Book of Numbers. And we go straight into lots of numbers in a very big way at the beginning of the sedra. In fact, the first 88 verses of the book goes into the counting of the tribes in a very repetitive way. First of all, in chapter 1, it describes each tribe and it gives us their number. And then in chapter 2, it repeats the numbers and the names of the tribes. But this time it gives us the positioning. There were groups of 3, north, south, east and west, to make up the 12 tribes. And so it takes 88 verses to explain all the numbers and the names of the tribes in a very repetitious way. So the Nesivos Shalom asks the question, why is the Torah using so many verses to explain all of this to us? And in fact, this detail is not really relevant or doesn't seem relevant for eternity. It was only the numbers of the people in that generation. What relevance does it have for us now? And secondly, he asked the questions. When they were camped, it says that each tribe had their own flag. And he brings us the Midrash, which is the explanation of the old tradition. It says that when the Jewish people were at Mount Sinai and they were experiencing the Torah, which is going to be given to us in a few days' time on the festival of Shavuot, at that moment, when the Jewish people are experiencing the giving, the receiving of the Torah, they perceived groups of angels up in the heaven, and each group had their own flag. And when the Jewish people experienced that, they said that we also want flags. The angels have flags and we want flags. Again, the Nesivos Shalom asks the question, what is the whole desire of having flags? And then he brings the verse from the Song of Songs by King Solomon's, Diglo alai ahava, that the idea of flags has a sense of love to it. And so his third question is, what is the idea of love and flags? So we've got 3 questions. Number 1, why are there so many verses which describes the names and numbers and positions of the Jewish people? Why is it that the Jewish people desire to have flags? And the third question is, what is the connection of love and flags? And he explains as follows, that the idea of a flag indicates I have my identity and my purpose. And the strongest thing, the most healthy thing for a human being to have is a sense of identity in who he or she is exactly here to do in this world. Once we know what we're here for, that we have a purpose, that is the biggest, the most important idea that we can have, a feeling that we can have as Jewish people. And furthermore, it also indicates a sense of love. Once I know who I am, I have a sense of love and respect for myself. I also have a sense of love and respect for other people, because I now understand that every individual, every human being in this world has his or her own purpose in this world. And that will generate a sense of love, because why? We are in this together and we each have our purpose, and we start helping and nurturing each other to achieve our purposes. So he explains as follows, when we have the repetition of all the names and numbers, it's done twice. First of all, individually, because first of all, we need to know who I am individually. So that's the chapter 1 of MIDBAR. And then in chapter 2, where do I fit in to the community? So I have my purpose. Where does that mission fit in with the wider scheme of things? So this is the signs of love. The flags indicate our identity. Identity gives us a sense of love and respect, and it also gives a sense of love and respect for other people. We're all here to serve Hashem. And when we come to the festival of Shavuot, with the reading we have on the first day of Shavuot is the coming to Mount Sinai. It says, Vayichan Yisrael neged ahar. The Jewish people encamped by the mountain. The Rashi brings there that Ke'ish echad belev echad, as one person, as one heart. once we know our identity, once we know part of something bigger and special as well, this brings love, it brings unity. We need at this time, the war which started on Simchas Torah was because of the lack of unity of the Jewish people. We need to strengthen that unity, love and respect ourselves, love and respect each other, know that we're here for a purpose. When we have that, we have peace, we have the lack of jealousy, we have only blessings. So I know it was a bit longer, this message. I hope you enjoyed it. Wishing you and your family a good Shabbos, a good Chodesh, and in a few days' time, when we come to the holy festival of Shavuos, it should be for tremendous blessing of love and peace. Good Shabbos and good Chodesh.